I got him. I got the
And
box,
we are.
and I went through and actually already sleeved everything and everything.
Hello.
Nice.
Oh, hi.
Nice. How's everyone tonight?
Yeah.
Good.
Tilt Zorro, congratulations on the whole, marriage thing.
Thank you.
I'm waving.
It was a beautiful ceremony and a beautiful
What?
wedding.
What?
All right. So I should have asked when we weren't on camera, but dude, what was with that one guy like on the far right of the picture that looks like he crashed your wedding?
That was good.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was last minute ad, right?
Yeah, there's three of the cast, well, two of the cast members and one of our good friend from the community who actually showed up at the wedding. It was amazing.
Nice.
Yeah, one of our community friends. Obviously, we knew them before then, and then Hobo was there too.
Yep.
So and obviously Tam. So yeah, it was good. So jet lag's still hitting me. So if I yawn a lot, I am so sorry. We've been going to bed by like 10 or 11 o'clock. We're just like, God, I'm tired.
I'm not going to take any offense to it as somebody who like chronically yawns for no apparent reason. I get that.
If I start passing out, so I can come here and drop kick and see awake.
You're literally 5 feet
I'll be
away.
good. Yeah, I'll be good. I promise.
Zorro, get the taser.
Right? I'm awake.
You're like, Zorro, get the taser. Zorro? And I'm just like,
It's like I just press like a button to like tase you both.
That would be funny. Don't worry, I installed it when I was at your house last. Don't question it.
That episode of The Simpsons.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I appreciate you.
So, also, as we were away for a bit, we did have a birthday that passed, which was Spiffy's, which was outed on Discord. And per the rules of this channel, when it is your birthday, you must draw from the deck of many things.
I hate it here.
You're welcome.
Before we begin, Spiffy,
at least I'm only in one actual like D&D game,
right?
like you're not gonna
you
one
think
in V6.
Really?
Yeah,
really?
He'll make a V6 appropriate deck. You know he will.
I am.
He'll tweak it.
I am. So
Don't
Spiffy,
bank on that.
you have 3 decks.
I'll remember
of
that.
You have 3 decks of cards to choose from.
You act like you're gonna like out us or something. That's like, bruh, we all suffer from it. Welcome to the club. Hello, 10 years. We're used to this.
We embrace the chaos. It's easier.
Yeah, you said 10 years. I was looking at our YouTube channel yesterday. We started Mass Effect 5 years ago.
Oh,
look, I'm sorry.
Don't tell me that.
A lot has happened. I was homeless for a while with no internet.
No. I'm not saying it as a bad thing. It was just like, holy crap. Rock is a state of life for like 5 years.
Doesn't feel like it's been 5 years.
Yeah.
It just goes by fast.
It really doesn't.
So, Spiffy.
Tilt, you are muted in Discord. So we're only hearing you through Zorro's mic.
No, he's coming through. He's in the same room as me, so unless you want to hear an echo, which will annoy all of us.
I can't hear him.
We're sharing a mic.
I will speak up louder when it's time for me to speak. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
He's making commentary in the background. Literally.
I am just the peanut gallery right now.
You look awfully relaxed. That's dangerous. I can easily
better get that taser ready.
See your relaxed state. Look at this asshole.
If they want to see
oh my!
That's not on me.
He is relaxed. He's got the comforter all propped up. He's got all the pillows, and he's like.
That motherfucker is slumped.
I'm more horizontal than vertical right now, guys. You do not want to see this.
We already did. We already did.
All right, Spiffy.
Just a quick thing, because it's kind of funny.
Heart of the cards.
Okay, but I need to know deck 1, 2, or 3.
Deck 2, first card. Let it rip. Max is dead.
No, it's birthday.
Card games on motorcycles.
Actually,
no, we do full deck.
Actually, no, birthday actually is all the cards. Never mind. That's all the cards.
We did that one time, and no one's been able to back out now.
Yeah,
games on motorcycles.
Someone at the beginning said no balls, full deck. Might have been me.
Probably.
Probably.
No balls, full deck.
Ooh. What is this one?
What does this button do?
He had to pull out the book. It means it's
Is
not
it
a card
more
he's seen.
fucking real estate
often.
for Max?
No, Max
Delete.
doesn't
knows
get
that
real
one.
estate. Max does not get real estate. I refuse to give more people real estate. Oh yeah, because this is even better. Okay, Max.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe. All right, this isn't as bad as what I gave Chloe when Chloe drew, but Max, you drew the bridge card. Can you roll me a D3, please?
Yeah, one moment. That's a 3, my friend.
A 3. Okay, Max, you now have the ability to cast Time Stop 3 times.
Oh, damn.
This is the Time Stop spell. You will use your intelligence, wisdom, or charisma as the spellcasting ability modifier, your choice.
That's almost better than the wish card.
It's a damn
Gave
good
the
spell.
Boros guy fucking time stop?
As a time wizzy, it is amazing! And I never got to use it.
Time stop is broken, dude. Oh my god. I remember back in the white box days when I used to fucking destroy people with that bullshit.
I
Time
haven't.
stop
We
and
weren't high enough
time-
level for me to get
time
9
stop
spells.
and simulacrum. Those were the
Time stop
killer
would've been
spells,
beautiful.
baby.
All right, so Max, you've got Time Stop 3 times to use at any time you wish.
I'm just gonna one-shot the hag.
Okay, it's like when Fox's character in our Saturday game got the ability to make dimensional gates and ended up trying to get rid of one guy.
Current time
and
stop
ended up
is significantly
pulling-
weaker. They get a better save.
Ended up pulling one of the bosses or one of the mini bosses in with him and killing him instantly.
Yeah.
So, you
that
know,
was amazing.
In
shenanigans can
hindsight,
happen.
that was going to save us. Later. Save us later. Yeah.
But with that shenanigans out of the way,
Happy birthday!
when we were last together, after a bit of a discussion as to what you were going to do in regards to the what people were calling the butthole in the sand, you
You guys
decided
had another butthole?
We had a butthole with teeth. You missed
yeah.
it.
I called it a sarlacc.
It is
but,
a
you
it
know,
is a legally distinct sarlacc pit.
Which was going to be called a butthole.
It wasn't a flying butthole. Got
No.
it.
No,
Okay.
no, this one was in the ground.
Got it. Got
This
it.
was the
Okay.
ground's
No,
butthole.
it was not.
Ground
It was not
butthole.
Shai Halud. Blessed be his name.
Okay. Okay.
And after a bit of discussion, you quite a few of you, sans Max, decided that it may be a good idea to explore the tunnel that seemingly connected from the end of this thing down about 60 feet. Climbing down the rope, you discovered a very large pile of bodies in various conditions and states of decay. Trying to give you guys a little bit of light on the matter, Asha used the light spell to brighten up the room, which revealed these strange small creatures that were all wearing like what looked like they were just wearing like these white sheets to cover themselves, being kept away by the lip of the light. When you pulled the light away after hearing very loud, very heavy footsteps coming towards you, these small creatures began to tear into the pile of bodies, collecting bodies and body parts and organs, anything they could get their hands on. And once their arms were full, they ran away and got into like a single file line as this large creature came around the corner, looking completely blind, carrying a sled. The creatures loaded the sled up with the body parts, and it went back away. You did learn that these small creatures cannot stand light, as Asha activated the light spell again, and those caught in it were instantly destroyed. Going a little deeper, into this strange underground ruin, you found the remnants of some sort of temple. Full bodies laid out on either side of the walkway, covered in white sheets, a large robed skeletal figure, seemingly going to each one, checking them over and placing a marker on their head. Max made himself known and got his own marker. As he was talking with the group, the skeletal figure used magic that was bound to this marker to pull the marked bodies up and into separate rooms. Max and the group were able to fight it off. This, which in turn led into a bit of a battle with this green skeletal figure. After the fight, you were not in the best shape. You had just come out of a fight with the hag and her husks at up top. You then fought the skeleton, so everything wasn't great. Using a message spell, you were able to determine that yes, Rocky is still down here somewhere.
Oh.
He is alive, he is weak, and he is panicked. This sort of shot out any sort of idea of the group running. Desperate for a rest, desperate for any means to regain their strength, Sylvia used her divine intervention card to call upon Herona. After a bit of an emotional talk between the two of them, she was presented with a candle that, when lit, would provide a bit of protection, would make you invisible to anyone outside of the light radius that this candle provided, sort of giving you a bit of cover so you can take a rest. Still not really trusting that trusting the location that you were in, you did set up watches, and for the most part they were uneventful until the last watch with Asha. Asha and only Asha saw two figures walking out of the strange flesh-covered double doors of this temple. One being the hag, and another one being a very finely dressed djinn, covered in like what looked to be like runic eye tattoos. The two of them were seemingly having some sort of conversation, but unfortunately it was in a language that Asha could not understand. As the two of them walked by your protective dome, the hag made a stop at the pile of the bodies, pulled out a twisted-looking wand, and with a small chant and a wave of the wand, animated it into one of those large rolling spheres of corpses that you had come across back when Blanche was still under its corruption. As this orb of corpses took shape, the two of them walked back into the temple with the orb following them, and the doors shutting. And as where we pick up today, Asha, it's probably been a good minute since you just witnessed this. You are still the only one that is technically up at this moment.
Did the figure she was walking with, did it look familiar to what we fought when we were in the when the city was still ruined?
No, the shape, the figure that you fought in there seemed to be different. It was a different shape, different look, but you got a feeling that its energy was familiar.
Okay. And just for my perspective, Kylus is technically with us right now, right?
Kylus and Ram are
I
both
was just
with
about
you.
to ask.
Yes, no, Kylus and Ram are both with you in the dome.
Okay. So I'm going to quietly wake up Kylus, which I'm sure pretty much a small shake will do. I feel like he'd be fairly easy to wake up.
Yeah. Soldier instincts.
Yeah.
PTSD.
What is it? No, that too. Shush.
As I definitely dodged the knife that comes flying at me because I expected it. Just kidding.
Yeah. What's going on?
Just
Everything okay?
For now, I mean, everyone's safe. But I just saw the hag talking to someone. I don't know what they were talking about. Seemed like I don't even know what they were doing. But he gave off a very similar energy to the being that was in the ruined city where we healed the crystal. Looked different. Similar energy.
We're in like a protective bubble? Like what are we in right now? Okay.
You're muted.
Oh, you're muted.
You're in a protected bubble of like holy light. It cannot be pierced by like magical sight or anything like that. As long as you are within this dome, it's about a 30-foot dome. Nobody can see you. Nobody can hear you.
Okay. That was my next question. I was just like, can they see us? How far away are they right now?
They are no longer in the room. They went back
they
into
walked out.
the large double doors on the opposite end of this temple hall. It's like these large stone doors that seemingly have growths of flesh just splattered across them.
Oh, so they didn't go through the fleshy flaps. They went through the stone doors with flesh on them.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, where did they look like they were like partners or
they were having a discussion? Did I get anything like off their faces or anything to see if it was like a heated discussion, calm discussion?
It was very cordial, very friendly.
It seemed like a friendly discussion. I couldn't understand them. It wasn't a language I speak. And I don't have anything prepped to speak other languages today.
Interesting. If it's who I think it is, I want to ask this hag questions, but at the same time, I'm not sure if she will present us with such an opportunity, depending on what is going on with her regeneration, her rebirth, her coming back. I don't understand hags enough to know what happened, but this does not sit well with me at all.
The whole thing doesn't sit well with me. This whole place is awful.
I also don't want to be a danger to you all again if it is who I think it is.
I think you're more of an asset because you can give us an idea of what to expect, whether it's that person or not. as you've dealt with his kind, at least him, so you've dealt with his kind before. If it's another.
Well, dealing with him is not the correct word. More of,
You've interacted.
Unwillingly, but yes. Where are we? How long have we been in this bubble?
By the
The
time
last watch.
Yeah, by the time that you are woken up, it's around the time that a long rest would be in.
Okay. Do you think
we're getting towards the end of the candle?
Gotcha. Okay. Do you think we should wake the others up and pursue?
I'm not sure if we want to handle them both at once. I'm not sure we can.
No. From what I know of his power, no. And you all, in a way, had a taste of it earlier. And that was just toying with us.
I don't know if he changes his appearance, because this being did look different.
I didn't recognize him when we encountered him last either, and he did mention he changes to his appearance to what suits him.
Okay.
So I would not be surprised if he did that again.
At the very least, if we take out the hag, we should search her quarters, her living area, for any clues. Maybe we can figure out what he's planning.
That, find a way to take her out, because she seems to be quite a consistent thorn in everyone's side, and with the new residents now, it's gonna continue and maybe even get worse, so she definitely is a priority for the locals, at least.
I don't know how we stop her from being born again, but I think that's probably something we need to bring up to the rest.
It would be something we can find in, I know hags carry tomes of power. I'm not sure if that's something to find in there, or something perhaps we can research somehow, but Max might know, being a monster hunter of sorts, but again, I'm not 100% sure if he's encountered this type of hag before.
With how much else is around here made from flesh, I'm not too keen on what her tome might.
Yeah, it's a tome made of flesh. Guarantee it.
Yeah.
With an eyeball and everything, I'm sure. Totally not inspired by, Hocus Pocus or anything.
No.
An Evil Dead.
I feel like I need more medical gloves to deal with this place.
Yeah, this whole place doesn't sit right.
Oh, I touch it.
The sooner we can deal with it, the better. So I think we should wake the others and brace ourselves for whatever.
The candle's coming to an end anyway, so.
Right.
I think we're gonna go around and wake the others up.
Okay.
I get a pot and pan.
We're just gonna create water over everyone's head and splash.
Oh god.
Alright.
Just kidding.
Well, that was entirely uncalled for.
Meanwhile, Rom is still snoring away.
Pick it up and you will get the water.
We are a bard. We're used to loud noises.
Took me used to being woke up like this, so she's like, she's like, okay, Mom, I'm up. And she's like, oh, you're not Mom.
Right.
I think that's a first for Kylus. Being called Mom.
Well, she's looking at.
I'm not ready.
She's looking at the pots. She's looking at the pots and pans. Yes.
No, he's not really doing it. I was just joking. He's not really doing that.
It's already in. It's canon now.
Like.
He's definitely going around, going like, "Hey, wake up!" Very gingerly. I will gesture to Asha. To kind of explain what she saw, just so the rest of the group is kind of up to speed
Yeah, I'll
With
explain
what we
the
witnessed.
same thing.
All right. Well, let's get this road on the show then. Swords out.
So, is your plan to go after the hag, or are you still commencing with your mission of rescuing Rocky?
I think we want to deal with the hag and then rescue Rocky. That's what we agreed upon? Correct me if I'm wrong?
Yeah, I think that's what we agreed upon. Because I mean, if the hag gets away, then she's just gonna do all of this all over again. So
That's very true.
And this place is disturbing.
I have Verventrix's whatever this is. I'm ready to use it when we're ready to go in.
Oh
How
god, I
about
forgot about the
we-
thing.
I forgot you had the war crime in the can.
How about we wait until it's absolutely, positively, without a doubt, no other choice but to use it?
Yeah, I mean, I imagine, like, if a fight kicks off, we want
Not
to use
good enough.
this right away to suppress her abilities, but not
Is
to
that
use
what
it until a fight starts.
Did he give any inclination of what that thing actually does?
He said it suppresses Fey magic, and to not be within its radius when it explodes, otherwise your soul might be destroyed.
What's
Oh,
the
good.
radius?
That's probably information I have.
Oh dear God!
I wasn't here. I'm relying on you, Fox.
I don't feel like it was
I believe
huge radius.
it was either like a 10 or 15 foot radius.
It's
Pretty small
It
radius.
is so
I
much
know I have it in
funnier
my
if we
notes.
don't
I just
know.
forgot to open my notes.
I know. You'd be like, we don't know.
Like, we're 10. I'm pretty positive it's 20.
Look at
Oh,
what
God.
That doesn't sound like a
No,
thing
I-
that Verventrix would tell us in detail.
No, I think it was.
I
I think
know,
it
right?
was 10.
Sucks.
We
I
did
think it-
ask.
I think it was a 10-foot radius.
I feel like
Yeah,
that's right.
it has to be within
Okay.
10 feet of her. So yeah, 10-foot radius.
10 feet of her. Okay. But not be nearby. Okay.
I say, just for safety's sake, we just be 15 to 20 feet away.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
He could be off on the radius, so you never know.
He is a jackass.
So
He wouldn't go that far, but I mean, yeah, okay. Never mind.
if
He
the
did tell
fight
us what he did.
does
I was going to
seem
say absent-minded,
inevitable,
but
then I'll use this immediately, and then we can get her.
I love that Asha's starting to pick her battles.
She wanted to defend him, then she remembered everything that he told her that they told us that he did, and she was like, I can't actually defend that one.
Yeah, it's like,
Like-
yeah, that checks.
Well, I guess this is technically a start of a new day, so I
Yep.
rolled a d6 for the candle. I did not get a 6, so the candle does not reform.
Oh, you get to keep that candle? Like
Yep.
it stays with
Mhm.
us?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I roll a
shit!
d6 at the start of each day, and on a 6 it'll reform and can be used again.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, level 6, okay. You make
Yeah,
sure I have the right
it's-
number of spells.
It is technically a minor artifact of Herona.
nice.
Sweet. Okay.
6.
All right. Well, Asha mentioned the direction where she saw them, so if we can get them
Okay.
separate, that'd be great.
I don't even know if he's sticking around. I couldn't understand anything they were saying. I always feel like I have the wrong spell set ready.
Max is going to wipe down his swords with oil. We're going with thunder damage today.
Okay.
Oil of thundering. Okay.
I mean, thunder is always a good choice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what a lot of things aren't resistance to? Thunder.
Thunder.
That's very true. It's mostly like fire and are cold and psychic, but you don't. Not a lot of things are resistant to thunder.
And force.
Well,
And
I can
and
give
force.
one person a little bit of luck today, but we have 10 minutes to spend. I don't know which one of you. Maybe the person throwing the Verventrix item?
I would say Sylvia, considering what you guys told me. I feel like Sylvia needs some extra luck.
She's
All right,
been
Sylvia, come
having
here.
a really bad week.
Assuming you don't
She can
mind.
use some extra luck.
She's having a bad campaign.
If you don't mind me performing a ritual.
Let's be honest, she's not having a great campaign.
I
I'm
really
worried.
do need to get her new dice because these ones, they hate her.
Speaking of which, I think I gave.
I need to find a freaking, a freaking bruja and get some fucking sage and burn some sage over your dice.
Well, in the meantime, Asha will grab Sylvia's hands, assuming she permits it, and she'll do a ritual, and just a pair of dice, 3 pairs of dice will show up on the back of your hand. Those will go away as you use them. You have 3 chances to have a little extra luck, as I'll cast Gift of Luck.
Thank you.
Ritualistically.
We could layer some funny things on top of that.
Once I get higher spell slots, I can cast this on everyone at the same time.
We could shove some bardic inspiration and a mode of potential on her on top of that.
Bardic, though, is only for a minute, though.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
I thought it was only a minute.
Oh, we can do that during the fight.
I was gonna say that's more of like do it just before sort of situation.
Yep.
Unless
This
I'm
lasts
misremembering.
24 hours, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's like 1 or 2 instances
10 minutes, by the way, not 1 minute.
Oh, it's 10 minutes.
10
Okay. Still.
Yeah, still. Fine. Not it.
All right. By the way, Max, do you wouldn't happen to know, for your position as a monster hunter, know anything about hags specifically, as if it's common for them to be reborn, how to stop that, or maybe some information on what to do specifically, if it's like a ceremonial thing, ritual thing, or just a destroy her tome or something. Can't imagine it's that easy.
Anything to stop this rebirthing process.
So she
This
could be done.
Is
does
she a
not
lich?
really. This does not really seem like a thing that she is necessarily responsible for down here. You see, normally hag is in a bog, and usually when you kill her, she stays dead. But this is a weird recycling kind of place for many bodies. I think hers was just one that was laying around.
I feel like her essence was placed in a corpse.
Yeah, basically.
Stitched corpse, maybe. That would make sense,
Yeah.
considering what we've seen down here so far.
Yeah, I know the thing yesterday was not super thrilled when he found out I was alive. So I think this is just where dead things go to get made into not quite dead things.
Yeah.
That said, I will have no idea how much of her is actually in her until we go to kill it.
Yeah. Well, and to be honest, and this isn't a lack of faith or skill in any of you all, but from personal experience and what we experienced as a group last time, don't think we have the abilities to touch the other creature right now. I think hag is priority at the moment.
Speaking
Oh yeah,
of
I can
which,
kill the hag.
Where's that damn spell?
What was that, hun? Sorry.
I might have a way to damage its soul.
You might have a way to damage its soul. Are you saying this in character?
No, this is not.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't interact with that now, can I? So
I will interact in a minute when I can, wake Ron's ass up, first of all.
we all woke.
We woke him up.
We woke everyone up.
By smacking a pen, right?
No.
No.
We just
woke
went
everyone
around and
around.
just woke everyone
I
up.
thought it was just
Okay, I didn't realize my joke was taken seriously.
No, I took the smacking the pan seriously.
No.
I just thought, oh, that's wonderful music. I sleep to this stuff.
Kylas is basic bitch boy, okay?
Yeah, we're gonna
basic bitch pretty boy.
Girl, we gotta spice
still.
spice his ass up. I'm putting some silk on this boy before the end of this goddamn season.
Oh, we're giving the ash treatment, okay?
Oh, hell yes.
Okay.
But yes, if considering I have been, if I have been personally awakened and actually shook awake.
Yeah.
Yes, Your Highness. Personally awakened.
All right, we will agree with this. Give me 1 sec here. Yes. One way or another, we may have, if we may be so bold, a way to hurt the witch's soul.
Are we using our imagination that you're speaking in rhyme?
No, I simply haven't yet said the word asshole.
Oh. How do we do that then? Damage her soul.
I mean, we use Verventrix's stupid toy.
My ways, unfortunately, are my own. Should I talk to you about them? I may end up being boned.
My fucking god.
I can physically hurt you now for all these. I'm just saying.
You're within smacking distance, or at least throwing distance.
Do it.
Well, having seen the sort of tricks that she has, I think it would be good for us to use as many of our tricks against her as we can.
Well, in order to do that, just before we go after her, because the spell only lasts about an hour, I do need to cast a spell on Kylas. It will help you against. It will help you against some of the more troublesome abilities I have, like the one that's in you running into the hills.
Oh, right. Yes. If it's not too much trouble, otherwise I will.
No, it's a fairly easy.
Ready
spell.
myself this time. Okay.
It's a fairly easy spell, but it only lasts an hour, so we do want to wait to do it as we head out.
Sorry to trouble you.
It's no trouble at all. It's better than have you run for the hills. If it comes to
now
it.
I'll know to expect it.
It's not an ability I pull for it first, but in this place I feel like I'll have to.
Level 6, right? Yes. Okay.
Anyone else have preparation they need to do before we head out?
I'm all set.
Oh god, it's been forever since I've played this character. What do I do? I haven't played D&D in like a month.
How do I paladin?
I came into that realization before the session. I was like, I haven't played it a month.
Like a minute or two of like some quick calisthenics and like some Bruce Lee style body cracking.
Yeah, I think what I need to do is like temporary. So yeah, I think I'll have to wait till I'm in battle. I pull up my character sheet because I think what did I get? Oh, acid resistance. No, we don't need that. Yeah, no, I'm pretty good to go.
Do we want to try and surprise her with the Verventrix bomb, or do we want to confront her first, and then once a battle is confirmed, then we use it?
No, use the thing first, and then we can go in.
Otherwise, she may be able to. If we make ourselves known beforehand, she might use her magic to defend or hinder us. So I think doing it and disabling her might be the better way to go.
Oh, another fun little thing. Should you have a hypothesis you wish to test, I can compel a one-word answer at best.
I see the wheels turning in your head every time. You're like,
I hate fucking having to do this.
You did it to yourself.
Yeah, you put this on yourself. You put this on yourself.
Like, nobody is making you do this.
I regret nothing.
Yeah, he does.
You regret everything.
I regret nothing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, it seems like we have a few backup plans just in case. So I say just be on your guard at all times right now once we leave this bubble.
Yeah. So if we want to surprise her with the Viventrix thing, if somebody wants to quietly open a flap on the flesh door for me, I can.
Even Roja was like, I don't know about that.
I can detach my hand and just like quietly bring that hand in there with the grenade and place it on the ground near her and pull my hand back.
She's no longer in the flap room. She's through the stone doors, the flesh growing on it.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, well, if somebody wants to quietly crack open that door for me.
Yeah, last time
okay.
we had you
I
set your hand forward, you
quiet.
exploded, and we're in lava. The hand was, at least.
Well, that's why if somebody opens the door for me, I can actually see where I'm putting the hand this time, instead of sending it down a dark tunnel full of traps and lava.
If there's a bear trap in there and your hand gets caught in it.
Well, if there's a bear trap, presumably I'd see it before my hand touches it.
It's true. It's true. All right.
I mean, if you'd like, I did prepare silence today in an attempt to help with any spells she decides to cast, but we can use it on whoever's going to open the door, or I can sit right on the door so it doesn't make any sounds. I prefer it to be on some sort of object or something because I can cancel it out, so I'd prefer it to be on something so that it isn't suddenly silent there and then not, but at a low approach it gets silent. Back away, it comes back to being noisy.
I can go ahead and try to attempt to open the door for sure.
Okay, if you're going to attempt that, I will put silence on, probably just cast it on the point, because I set her on a point, and I'll just cast it on.
Yeah.
Kylus's armor, so that as he approaches, that's when silent.
Thank God.
Shut the fuck up,
my tanky ass going.
We don't want you to go.
Clank, clank, here comes the tank.
Clank, clank, clank.
In my heavy ass armor.
I currently have a 20-foot sphere of silence cast on you. Don't make any noises.
You're muted.
Oh.
No, I have a silence spell on
you're...
me.
Oh, and also before this all kicks off, I'm also going to cast Bolster Undead on Kylus as well.
Oh, what is that?
Which, when a targeted creature makes a saving throw against being turned, or against spells that have the effect that deal radiant damage, the target has advantage on the saving throw.
Oh,
So you
my
basically
God, thank you.
You get advantage on my turn undead.
New Age Geeks, thank you for that raid.
So, yeah, mark off those.
So if I am understanding this correctly, after buffing everybody up, you're going through the flesh doors in search of the hag.
Yes.
Okay.
Although if y'all stay within my bubble, if you stay close to me within 20 feet, y'all be in the silent spell too.
We want Pass Without the Trace again. I can do that once a day.
Can I get a marching?
Yeah, pass without trace. Where's her?
I'm in front. I'm in front.
I'm guessing Max wants to be behind Kalis.
Well, they're
I
both
would
concentration.
assume that it's going to be Sylvia and then Max.
Yeah, Sylvia will be like right with Kylis.
Damn, I can't do pass without trace because I need concentration for both silence and that. And right now we're
No, you're
silence.
good. If you guys stay close to me within the bubble, you guys should be
So
fated.
it's Kalis or Kylis, not Kalis. Kalis is a Klingon.
You wish.
Sylvia,
Dishonor on you, dishonor on your house.
Max,
Toki.
Toki.
Rom, do you want the last? Or you want me to be last?
You want me in the rear?
As you wish.
Pick one.
Are you second to last or last?
It changes nothing for me.
Okay, we're gonna make him last.
That works
Okay.
perfect. Still.
Asha,
Asha.
and Rom. Okay. So,
And I will drop silence right after we throw the little thingy, so.
Kylis, you are leading this shindig. So as
Indubitably.
the last protective light fades from the candle, Sylvia, you pick up the small nubbin of said candle and you stow it away. And you begin heading down that long stone wreck, or not even wreck, just like ancient temple stone pathway towards these large stone doors that have these splatterings of, as you're getting closer, you notice pulsing flesh.
Got worse. It got worse.
Yum. Yum.
And as you get to the door, how are you going about opening it?
Does it have like a handle or anything, or is it just a stone?
They are just
that has like a little bit of a
stone
crease?
slabs that just have that like small like indentation in the middle.
Okay, so it either opens inward or outward.
Yeah, and from the way that you've seen them exit, it always swings outward.
Okay. Did it look like they opened on their own? Or they pushed it open?
The one time you saw her go near the door, and then when you saw her, Asha, she sort of like waved her wand at it to open it.
Oh my. Okay. I mean, I will attempt to push it first. See how much resistance it has.
Can I get a Constitution saving throw?
Oh god.
Yes. Get my dice out real quick. Ugh. Okay. Let's see here. Constitution. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, I'm good. Okay. Constitution. Oh well. Welcome back, me. 26.
Okay. All right, so you are only going to take 2 points of necrotic damage.
I take 1.
Does Kylis have gloves on?
Yes.
Okay. So this is a little more disgusting. So, Kylis, as you put your hand on the door, you feel like some sort of like unclean, unholy presence sort of spring to life. And before you're able to pull your hand back, you feel just like the top like layer of flesh just pulled from your hand as it begins to seep through like the cracks in the cloth of your gloves and just grows onto the door. And as it does that, they slowly swing open.
Well, there's my sacrifice for the day. All right.
He says in a zone of silence, no one can hear him.
I know. I was like, wait.
well.
Wait, do we have to roll to understand hand signals? Just kidding.
Oh god, no, it was different. You guys had 2 to 3 appendages, so it was different.
Mass Effect's problems.
The alien hand problems. No one having consistent 5 appendages.
Not to mention you had like Turian military symbols mixing with Krogan mercenary symbols. It was just like
so everyone's like,
And the drow.
If you want, I can play a Thread Queen in the next campaign.
Give it time. Give it time.
so yeah, of course, blade and shield out, just to kind of prep if anything comes hauling ass.
As this door opens up, just the rancid smell of rotting meat just hits you. As you look into a hallway that is just rows of various parts and bodies hanging from meat hooks, lining either side of this tunnel. The tunnel itself coated in a thin red mucus covered membrane. Very warm in here. At times you can even hear a faint heartbeat.
Inside the meat grinder.
Correction, we don't hear a heartbeat.
We don't hear shit. We're in a silent spell. No, as soon as I saw that we were in the
Probably
clear,
the
I would have dropped
vibrations.
the silence. So we can hear it again. It was just to make sure the door didn't alert anyone to us, so that I would drop concentration.
And this hallway goes down for probably a good 80 feet before it hits a set of stairs.
Now's the time to activate Pass Without a Trace.
Is there anything of interest in here, like tables, concoctions?
The only thing you
books,
see
anything?
on either side of you, causing this pathway to be like a very narrow 5 feet, is on either side of you are just these like various hanging bodies and body parts on meat hooks.
I like it. Didn't she come out of a body on elite hooks?
Mhm.
These are backup bodies, guys. These are her backup bodies.
Look, I kind of wish you didn't. I kind of wish you didn't drop the silence spell, because I'm like, we could literally set these all on fire right now.
I mean, we still can.
Doesn't silence stop you from casting spells?
Only if it has a verbal component. I mean, a nice continual flame and some grease would have done it.
I was gonna say, we got grease, so we could have done it.
I've got produce flame. It's a cantrip. I can keep using it.
Knew it.
I feel like this whole place needs to be burned.
Maybe something to do on our way out, you know, so we don't choke on the smoke in the middle of the fight.
Yeah,
We also don't want to cut off our only escape.
I'm kind of making a note to kind of do this
Oh,
on the way
the
out if we have the opportunity.
Pile of bodies that we landed on the way in was
You cut out at the end.
the body of the pile of bodies at the entrance is on that list as well.
Yes, agreed.
It all
Everything in
needs
the
to be
fire.
consumed with fire.
Yes. Let's fire. All right. I'm assuming they're upstairs. So just stay behind for now, or stay behind me for now. And yes, sorry.
No, I was just saying, never since I have left the hells have I seen a love for fire so unparalleled.
Rose cleansing
not-
fire will cleanse this place.
Not sit well with Kindness, you saying that. For the record, Asha woke your ass up.
Care who woke my ass
I
up,
believe
no
that.
Simon, bro.
He'd be like, nah, I'm not touching that.
I have to.
Good.
Why are you making me do it?
Yeah, I'm sorry. And we'll God, it's so nasty. I'm gonna start making my way towards the stairs.
Okay. Pass without a trace. Pass without a trace is up, Asha.
Yes.
Okay. So as all of you begin to proceed down this hallway of meat, can I get Constitution saving throws from each of you?
No, absolutely not.
Who are the two people behind me right now?
That would be
Sylvia and Max.
That would be, yeah, Sylvia and Max.
Sylvia and Max? Okay. You guys have a +4 to your save.
By the way, Sylvia and Max, can I get charisma saving throws?
Do I have a +4 to this as well?
All saving throws.
Technically, yes, it's all saving throws.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, so for Max, the Constitution was 17, the Charisma is 21.
Okay. Max, you're fine on both.
Okay.
I actually need the Charisma one first.
Okay, Charisma for Sylvia is 14.
14. I need the Constitution at disadvantage.
Oh, but I got a nat 20 on it. God damn it.
Look at 4.
Okay. Well, it would have been a 31, but instead it's a 19.
You're still good. You're still good. Toki, what'd you get?
Just Constitution, right?
Just Constitution for Toki.
21.
You're good. Asha?
I got a natural 20 for 26.
You're perfect. And Realm.
Sure.
Are you too comfy to roll a die right now?
Yeah, like what the hell? We've all been rolling the dice.
That is
What was
a
it?
motorcycle in the background.
a
19.
19.
Okay, he's good too. So as you proceed down here, despite the smell and just the grotesque imagery, nobody seems to succumb to the poisonous haze that you begin to notice emanating off of some of the older bodies in this hallway. A little grossed out, a little hating your life probably at this moment. But you're able to cross this 80-foot hallway without an issue as you come to a set of stone stairs that go up about another 30 feet to a pair of like just stone double doors that have an archaic symbol carved into it. Fresh runes seemingly painted in blood around the circle.
Can I read what it is? I know some magic. I might be able to.
Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Why did I volunteer myself?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, technically, I don't think anybody here is a full-blooded wizard.
No, but I am
Oh.
proficient in Arcana.
I got 15.
15? You can make the gist of it out. It seems that this runic circle requires a blood sacrifice.
Blood sacrifice?
A sacrifice, yeah. You translate it as blood
Oh.
sacrifice.
Blood. Right. Probably like the door we saw back there. Kylus is gonna kind of whisper to the back. I don't know if any of the other magic users can confirm this for me. I think this door requires a blood sacrifice. I don't necessarily think it means a body. I think it means blood.
Well, I mean,
Noted.
I seem to like perpetually be bleeding these days. So,
No, I mean,
sure
I
I've
already
got some to
sacrificed
spare.
some before. I could do it again.
Like me to take a look?
It's just to confirm, if you don't mind.
This type of ritual to me is an open book.
We hate you.
I hate the smile you give me afterwards.
Because I know how
You're
much
just
it
like,
hurts you. Because I know how much it hurts.
all right, go
Rom,
ahead. Be my guest.
Rom, go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
I was waiting for the psychic damage.
Yeah, cantrip of exceptional wit to add a little bit of an extra to that.
Okay.
Oh, nice. It's a good one.
And it's off of intelligence, correct?
Yes. Arcana.
That's a 27.
Damn.
So, Kyla's got the gist of it. It does require a blood sacrifice, but it cannot be given willingly.
Is that why it worked? Because I didn't expect it last time.
Well, quick,
Oh no.
I'll hold on to Max. You guys cut him because he already said not it.
Yeah, he was the first one to say not it, so he's clearly
That's
not willing.
true. So
So the question I have for you all right now is: this Realm the only one aware of this?
Yes, you like, unless you share that information with everyone, you are the only one that knows that this blood sacrifice cannot be given willingly.
I am so sorry for what I might have to do.
you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking the same thing. Be my guest. You do it. It'll be better from you.
Question is on whose.
Well,
Pick someone and do
someone
it.
did verbally say who didn't want to do it.
Yep.
Sorry, Spiffy.
I will hunt each and every one of you down.
All right.
I didn't do it.
So,
Remember, I am your healer.
The devil made me do it.
So
I can use the time stop 3 times.
Yeah, I mean, you want to do that after I've stabbed your hand? That's fine, but yeah, this is gonna suck. All right, fuck you, Rojan. DM, please. Yeah, no, we're gonna do the thing. We're just gonna basically as quickly as like as you know, slave-handedly possible here. We're going to just grab quickly Spiffy's hand and just give him the old knife to the palm and see, like, not through the whole
Do you
hand,
have
but
a
just-
knife?
Yes, I have daggers.
Do you?
Basic bitch gear.
You know,
No,
I
you
have a rapier.
don't.
I
Remember?
have a rapier.
No, you don't. Remember what your curse is. There is only one thing that you can use.
Right. Give me
Yeah.
a minute. Why do I have a rapier in my inventory then? What the hell were we smoking that day when we
I
made my
don't
character
fucking know.
Everything.
You
And
are
also not
I just
sharing.
wanted
are
John at this-
limited to your
Fiddle.
bardic. Yeah, you are limited to the Fiddle of Daniels in order to.
Okay, what is my weapon when it transforms again? Let me see here.
It's
the club
it's
thing.
right now Careless Whisper.
All right, guess I'm just biting his hand then.
Oh God.
Okay, go ahead and give me, because this is an
Sorry.
unprompted attack.
Yep.
Go ahead and give me an attack with advantage.
All right.
Oh my.
Flat D20 or going off of something.
You can go off your strength modifier since it's a bite.
All right. That is going to be a 17.
Max, does a 17 hit you? Yeah, it does. I just looked at your character.
It does exactly, yeah.
So Max,
exactly.
No.
you're standing there, just wondering what the hell this whole blood sacrifice is, and what one of these maniacs is about to just, cut themselves to open a door. As Rom just comes by, and just quickly just grabs you by the wrist, picks your hand up, and just sinks his fangs into your hand for just a moment. And as he afterwards, he walks to the door and he spits the blood onto the door.
Ah.
As
Yep. That's exactly what I was going to do.
the
Thank you,
door
Rosie. You read my mind.
is just a crimson line runs between the seams of the door as the stones part way, opening the path.
The blood could not be given willingly. My apologies for the superchery.
First and foremost, I need to know how much damage I take.
You take 1 point of damage.
It's an itch.
And you also have an STD.
So he's a
Now
bard.
that tracks. Fucking bards.
Because he's a bard.
Maybe,
Fucking
but
bards.
I promise you.
I'm glad no one said because of what race he was, because it really was just because you're a bard.
No, we all followed that.
Racist, but well,
No,
No,
I'm classist. Classist. You're a bard.
Max returns the favor by just clocking him on the head. I rolled a nat 20 for a 25.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. What's your strength modifier? Like, are you doing this
Five.
to actually cause damage, or is this a hey fuck you type hit?
It's a hey, look, let's be real here. If I did actually want to hurt him, he would be on the ground.
Okay.
Probably.
So
But no,
what
I'm just
what
gonna
I'll say is, Ram, you're gonna take 2 points of damage,
Acceptable.
and like
Thank you.
it's just because as you walk by, you just hit that just this perfect spot on the forehead that just like makes the brain just sort of jolt back a little bit.
Mhm.
Oh, he forgot math.
I thought that was that's probably a very practiced motion for Max. I feel like he's done this to his bar friends a few
Just,
times.
like,
I'm forgetting their
tap
names
him in
right
the
now.
head. Yeah.
The twins.
Yeah.
I
He's
think
like,
mocked
I'm
the
immune
twins
to
a few
this
times.
now. He has
It's
resistance
looking
to
back.
bludgeoning damage only from being like bopped for being bard
Bard.
stuff.
Bard.
Oh, I meant Max. I think this is a very practiced motion for Max. Bop the
so-
twins.
I usually like it rougher, but I will
As
spare you the harder.
the door opens up,
You asked for
I
that one.
will kill you, Bard. Like, do not mistake this. I will kill you.
Many have tried.
And this is a very, very noticeably different tone than like the promise that he's made to both Asha and Kylus. This is a threat.
We got the playful one.
Hey, again, in character, he found out what was needed and just did it. Realistically, Kylus and no one else knows this.
Yeah.
Therefore,
I feel like I'm
innocent-
too far in the back to understand.
After he spit the blood on the door, he did say that the sacrifice had to be unwilling. So now we know.
knowing's half the battle.
That is indeed the case.
The other half is
I
blue
come, let's
lasers.
just explore this place.
Or red lasers.
It's so hard to hear Tilt. I'm not gonna lie.
I was saying, 1 second, I will move closer to the microphone.
Thank you.
Yep.
I'm struggling. I'm sorry.
You're not the only one.
Here we are.
Okay.
I figured I wasn't, which is why I
wanted
spoke
to
up.
share a mic.
So
Look,
as
share my-
Better that than surround sound, alright?
as the door opens, you see a very different sight. No longer a meat-laden, flesh-covered hallway, but a almost displaced, almost pulled from another location laboratory. As you walk through these doors, the lab itself is in pieces. A black void can easily be seen over the exposed ledges, where parts of this laboratory have been torn away by some unknown force. Various arcane markings scatter the tile of this laboratory. Large bookshelves decorate like a couple of the walls. Large desk with a runic circle strewn underneath it sits nearby. A little farther south from you are these large, light-filled glass beakers, massive in size, easily capable of rolling over a average-sized human being. Inside these beakers seem to be various spirits, various entities that are like dragging their hands along the inside of the glass. Another very intricate set of runes and circles decorate the center of this room. And further south, you can just see a hint of a green pulsing light. And while you take all of this in, you see no sign of the hag.
Do we see any other kind of doors or windows or anything like that?
I have taken you to a map.
Oh, that's so freaking pretty. Where are you finding all these gorgeous maps?
Roll 20.
Oh my god, they are upping their game.
I feel like Asha's hand would have automatically gone to her necklace. She's distinctly missing having the collective of souls there.
Like, I can zoom out so everybody can just take a look.
God, that's gorgeous, though.
This,
It's so pretty.
Where the fuck were all these long ass maps when I was playing Rose, Rojan?
I don't know. Ask the map makers of Roll 20.
Also, who was going to give you a long-ass map when you were playing Rose?
Not fair. Just because I could snipe from 300 fucking squares away is not my problem. The game said I could, so I should.
It became your problem when no one gave you large maps.
That's true.
Not wrong.
Yes, I was simply asking, do we need these giant vials or beakers empty?
I don't think we want to empty them right now because we don't know what kind of chain reaction could happen.
We also don't know what we're releasing back into the world, but I do not like them trapped here either way.
Yeah, I feel like this is something we should deal with if the opportunity comes after, because again, we don't know what's going to spark from this.
Also, we should probably try and understand what they're doing first, because just breaking them, releasing them might not be efficient.
Right? You think I could do some form of a check for that, Rojan?
I mean, with enough time in here investigating, yeah, you can definitely, you definitely have the possibility of discovering what exactly they're doing here, experimentation. Just off of just a basic glance, like no matter what you would roll, you're probably going to come up with the same thing. Hag shit.
Airports or something, with no idea what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah. Whatever they're doing, it's not good, but it's a lot to determine exactly what they're doing.
No, I don't care about the exactly, as long as it's, like you said, spare parts or something. That answers that question for me. Okay. Well, if we're not emptying those vials,
Yet.
what would be the next course of action?
I don't know if we want to push on to find the hag or sit here and try and figure out what they're doing.
I feel like we should still quietly try to investigate the area, because we could potentially find information, as well as maybe the whereabouts of the hag or the hag herself.
I mean, my Pass Without Trace is still up, so I can at least stay close to you, Kylus, because I know you make a ton of noise.
Next course of action and find information. I like it.
Do we have any kind of magic that can track her?
I can't on this character.
Not yet. I know eventually clerics get the find stuff. Spells. I thought they could. The locate spells.
We can try searching this area. This is like a library. No.
You could see like a vast collection of books behind the desk, is like to where you are at right now.
Okay.
So yeah, like a good portion of like this upper level that you're on, the walls itself are just decorated with various books and odds and ends.
I think with Asha's help, we'll try to investigate to see if there's maybe any kind of useful information, starting probably with the desk.
Okay.
To see what was the current point of interest, if any.
The only thing I said, I did take the spell so that I can understand languages today that most of us don't normally speak. So if you find anything you can't read, that.
So,
for everyone.
Rojan, if we're spending time looking at the books, I'm specifically looking for any anything that looks like either celestial or draconic.
Okay. Since everyone, I take it, is going to be investigating, I will ask this: how long do you want to take to investigate this area?
I feel like since we're still hunting the hag and I don't want her to get too far, I think it's gonna be a little bit of a rush job, at least for Kylus. It's just gonna kind of sift through everything quickly. I would say no longer than 5 minutes. For Kylus, at least.
I was gonna say 10 for Toki.
Yeah.
I'm fine with 5-10 minutes.
I will say with 5 and 10 minutes, there is not much information you are going to be able to pull. Maybe from like a like once over on the desk.
Like I said, I'm just looking at binders to see if anything's celestial or draconic. I'm not trying to.
There is a lot of binders. Like you may get through a couple of them, but it's not. You're not going to be able to clear everything on them.
I wasn't expecting to.
I think the desk is the priority.
Yeah, I think if anything, Kylus is specifically looking for anything that has to do with the type of magic the hag might be looking into, so like the undead, like any necromancy type stuff. But he's also sifting to see if there's anything on djinns and stuff here too, if there is anything.
All right. So what we will go ahead and do is we will do a group investigation for those who are investigating. If anybody else is doing anything else aside from investigating, speak now.
Unless told not to venture this far away, I do desperately want to investigate this central circle here.
Okay.
Are these podiums?
Yes.
Here?
Yeah.
I'm probably going to go over to this one, and I will, since we're spending 10 minutes here, I'm going to cast Speak with an Inanimate Object on it.
Ooh, okay. So you're
going
to
talk to the podium.
You're going to talk to the podium. So,
Hi.
We will do your role separately here, since
okay.
Since you are focusing, you are pretty much talking to a specific inanimate object.
Yup.
Sylvia. Okay, Zora's there.
No, I'm still here. I'm just grabbing a drink real quick. I can still hear everything.
Okay. Actually, let's go ahead and take a quick break so we can all get something to drink and everything before we get into this exploration of this lab. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break here so we can get up, freshen up our drinks, all that fun stuff, and we will be right back.
Works for me.
This is going to be fun.
Legally, yes.
All right, we are
Yes.
back.
Hi.
Zorro, I am freaking jealous.
Does that have a drumstick?
Yes.
I'd give you one, but you're not here, so sorry.
Email us me. Send it Discord DMs.
Okay.
That works, right?
Send a picture of the box.
That's what I was gonna do.
Being smart ass with
like,
me, okay?
I would say stick it in your CD-ROM and just like send it through the internet, but nobody has CD-ROMs anymore.
Look, you're talking to
I
the
have a
person
CD-ROM.
I asked.
Actually, I have a DVD-ROM.
There you go.
Wait.
So a few years ago, my dad I asked him what he wanted for his birthday. He goes, I want a hot tub. So I went to the store, I bought a Barbie pool, I crossed out pool and wrote in hot tub and gave that to his birthday. He thought it was the funniest thing ever, so.
Okay. So, we've got Asha having a conversation with a book.
I probably go last because it's going to take me 10 minutes to cast the spells, so I'm going to be asking all the questions as everyone else is finishing.
Sylvia checking out the center circle. And everybody, and then we have Kylis checking out the desk. Toki apparently not on the freaking map. Oh. Toki checking out the library books. Max, are you doing anything?
I think this is outside of his wheelhouse, so there's not really a lot for him to do.
Gotcha. Elected to lead, not to read.
Yeah, basically.
All right. What about Ram?
What monster hunter are you? Even the Witcher read.
What is Ram doing?
Ram.
That is the question. I'm looking at the map here, and you know what? I think here I'll just fly on over, and we're gonna start looking at the ruins around that area here. I'll leave the center portal to someone else, but I'll take a look at the ruins.
Okay, so how we're gonna do this is information searching on the books and everything. We are going to have both Toki and Kylis roll.
Yeah.
The goofy book speaking we will go for Asha. The creepy circle will be a combination roll between Realm and Sylvia.
That works.
So let's go ahead and start with Toki and Kylis, if I can get your investigation rolls.
23.
Oh, I have points in investigation. Yay!
I can do something.
I can do something.
I'm useful.
Okay. That's not terrible. That's 17.
17. Checking the desk, you see various tomes of various sizes strewn about, open to random pages, diagrams of limbs and biological notes, little what's it called, the notes in like the inside of the spine of the book itself, like hinting as to where it's easiest to sever a limb at like what joint for a specific creature. The properties of taking to a enchantment once the limb has been attached to something else. A lot of research notes across a variety of species in these tomes, ranging from humans and everything up to dragons.
It sounds oddly familiar.
Though None of these books, none of the books on the desk, none of the books on the none of the books in the bookcases behind, none of them have titles. None of them have markings. All of them are bound in flesh.
Yum yum.
He's definitely putting two and two together why Rocky came to us without an arm. Does it say anything specific as to what the rituals or enchantments are for? If it's for like putting together another body or to be used for something entirely different?
Creating life.
Oh, okay. It's basically just creating just big Frankenstein monsters. Okay.
Toki, those books, you find nothing in Draconic or Celestial.
Cool. She'll heave a small sigh.
I mean, given the small amount of time you spent here searching, you haven't found.
Oh, I know. I figure, with like such a big library, like maybe there was, a good chance.
Down a little lower on the map, can we have the circle friends give me Arcana checks?
I'm looking up. There we
He's
go.
16.
Arcana again, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Arcana.
I am using the tips a little bit thing again.
Okay.
And are we doing this like at the same time, or are we kind of doing this one after the other?
It's at the same time.
Let's get some buff. Plus, how much do I have this for? Not so good this time. It's a 13.
13, and Sylvia, you got
16.
16. Looking at these runes, the amount of runes, the amount of effort that has gone into this multitude of circles and runes being combined into a central focal point. You get the feeling that this is some sort of grand teleportation circle.
Okay.
You don't know the size or scale of it, but it is definitely larger than anything that you've heard or read about in the past. Usually a teleportation circle may have one or two rings of runes.
Mm-hmm.
This has, from what you can see, 3.
Can we warn our friend about that?
What was that?
Can we warn our friend about that, who's standing in the middle of it right now?
She would have the same feeling. Like
Okay.
both of you, like with like your combined research and sharing information, that's what you two come to. That's the determination that you come to, that this is some sort of grandiose teleportation circle.
This is definitely worrisome.
Does it appear as if part of the circle is missing to the south there, where the ground seems to have been crumbled away? Or does it appear as if it was designed around that?
It looks like there is something definitely missing, as you could see the start of runes on either side, but the damage to this area seemingly has destroyed it.
Let's hope it stays that way. I'd hate to see this thing completed.
And Asha,
Yeah.
you're casting Speak with Inanimate Objects.
Yes, I am.
Okay. You walk over to the book on the cistern. You place your hand on it. You bring it to false life. Go ahead, and you have 3 yes or no questions that you can ask.
First I wanted to ask was, did the hag pass this way?
Yes.
Was she with a djinn?
This is why I hate yes or no answers. Yes.
So I'm looking at my notes to see what's most one. Does this ritual space help the hag resurrect?
No.
That's good. Yep. All right, that's all I get to ask. Or turn around, look at Kylus, and be like, "She did pass this way. The djinn was still with her."
Realm and
What?
Sylvia, can I get... What is your passive perception? We'll do this.
14.
New character sheet with this, 1 sec. Turning back on. Long roll 20. There we go. Passive perception. I would know where to find that, but give me 1 sec.
It's underneath your skills.
It should be 10 plus your wisdom.
There we go. 13.
13, and
Or
you
10
were...
plus your perception.
Sylvia, what were you?
14.
14. Okay. From where you're at, it's easy enough to see. Across the way down here, like down at the very south part of the map, you catch sight of a few individuals that are in here, in this labyrinth. Posted on like each point of this circle, you see a skeleton. Next to it, you see a husk.
Ah.
And then in the center, seemingly from what you can tell, comprised of various body parts, you see a strange amalgamation of a creature that somewhat resembles a harpy. This creature itself seems to be in some state of suspended animation. Hunched over, floating off of the ground, soft beads of light floating up into it from this grating underneath it. Though none of them seem to be aware of your presence at the moment.
Catching sight of that, but not wanting to alert them by making noise, I'll just kind of like frantically wave at my companions on the upper level to the north to get their attention, and anyone that looks over at me, I'll point their attention to the south.
Yeah, Rom's definitely looking in that direction.
Yeah, Rom, you see the same thing. Like both
Yeah.
you and Sylvia have seen it from your position on this teleportation circle. Those of you who have a passive perception of at least 10, you see Sylvia frantically waving her arms, trying to catch her
I
attention.
just made it.
And then
Oh, yay.
her pointing across the way to this strange scene of these skeletons, husks, and this seemingly patchwork harpy.
Nervy.
I mean, I'll definitely make my way over to at least where Sylvia is, so I can get more information. Because I feel like where I am, it's way too fucking far away for me to see like details. So I'm gonna be like, "Ha!" Just move closer, like, "Ha!"
Well, if you're moving closer, I'm going with you because the pass without trace is not moving too far from Kylos.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Like, what did you find?
Across the way there, there seems to be something going on. I don't know if it's a ritual of some kind or what, but there's a bunch of unfriendly looking things there.
That's a lot of bodies. And they all look like they're asleep, dormant, frozen.
The skeletons and the husks seem to be somewhat attentive, but not really enough to catch sight of you at the moment. They move every now and then, sort of in a like still vigil, but keeping an eye.
So like guarding this.
Yeah, it's like they're guarding it.
Why do I feel like they're twitching like in 7 days?
Probably.
Oh, I was thinking of Last of Us. Twitch.
That's fair.
We might be able to get the jump on them if we very quietly maneuver around to the southwest.
True. Can try to be quiet. What? By the way, did I hear the podium talking to Asha?
You probably just heard her talking, but let me check the spell.
Can I hear that? Let me see here.
Yes, you would have heard it because it doesn't say that it's a telepathic connection.
Okay. Did you look into Sylvia and Realm? Did you happen to find any trace of the hag? Asha asked some questions to a podium, and it said that her and her friend passed this way.
We didn't find any trace of her. We did determine that this central area here seems to be some sort of very large, potentially very powerful teleportation circle, but I doubt they would have used it because it's damaged. So I don't think it is fully operational.
Interesting. So they still passed through here somehow. Maybe there's another teleportation circle or door we have not found yet.
Yeah, there might be a door to the south past those creatures.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I feel like we either need to be really quiet and hope they don't see us to make it past, but most of those creatures look on guard. What does everyone else think?
Good talk, team. Good talk.
Well, Bueller.
Do we
Bueller.
have something we can use, like a bomb or something to catch them by surprise?
Do we want to just see if I can make them run away?
Can you do that from
What?
here?
Gotta get closer, but
I think that's a gap.
That is the
You
gap.
crossed
Yeah,
that
yeah, that is
That is the gap.
oh, is
Fine.
there?
Cross
I'm
is
sorry.
right here.
That's
I
a
think.
gap.
I was just measuring the distance of the gap.
Oh, that's fair. I was like, I don't know if you want to jump that.
No, I'd much rather just calmly walk around on this side here.
Nah, jump the gap. No balls.
I'll go through the right side and sneak up.
I mean, I'd have to get a lot closer, but I don't feel like I have to go for stealth on this. I mean, a little bit, but once I'm within range, I mean, they all have to be able to see me.
All right. I'm with you. Worst case scenario, we can take them.
Again, I don't have to try and use that ability. It's just an option.
Definitely right behind you. If anything were to happen.
You can see the bard sneak off to the right.
Yeah, I have to get within 30 feet of him. That's what it is. I was looking it up.
Okay.
Alright.
Realm sneaks off to the right.
I think we're sneaking off to the left. Right? That's what we're doing?
Go ahead and put
Go down here.
yourselves where are you going.
Do you want us to move slowly, or can we just put where we want to end up?
Put where you want to end up.
Alright, I got measured.
Who's got the pass without trace? That's
me.
Okay, I'm walking with you.
I don't think I can get them all within the radius without staying where I'd have to stand right up against them. So.
I mean, I'm pretty much right next to your side as this is happening.
Yeah.
If I could walk up with you. I mean, we
Yeah,
could just get close and see if they even react to us.
I'm staying within the radius of that pass without trace, so that's what,
Yeah.
30 feet? 30-foot
Yep,
radius?
30 feet radius, but I need to get within 30 feet of these guys to... So we might have to engage them before I can attempt to make them run.
Oh no.
Well, again, we can get close and see if they react to us.
From where you
Let's
are
start-
at right now, they are not reacting.
What about right here? Yeah.
Apparently not.
Okay.
Keep going south. Keep going south and see what happens.
South.
Yeah.
I need to get up on this lip, essentially.
I swear to Christ.
Hang on.
Like this lip
gotta-
right here?
I need to get this range. I have to get within this inner circle.
Well,
To get them
again,
all.
we can try walking up to like the side here and see if they even react. Because if that's the case, we could just walk on by.
Okay, so you want to try that first?
But
I
just
guess
to
going
see
down
if
this
they
way?
react.
Like this way?
Yeah. Yeah, just to see if they react.
They don't react to you. You see their heads sort of turn and look at you. Specifically, Max.
If we're not marked anymore, it's fine.
Is it because he's human?
Fucking humans.
They sort of
Fucking
just like they
Why does
look at,
everybody keep walking away from me? What the fuck?
they look
You
at
need
Max.
move it.
Us, bro.
They like look to Max. One of the skeletons just like brings its like sword up in front of its face in front of a salute and just stands there.
Oh.
Wait,
Interesting.
what?
He salutes you with a sword.
That's weird. He does it back?
And as you do it back, you see the skeleton and the husk go into a more relaxed position. Like they're
Just at ease
they're
them.
standing at
Oh,
ease.
Max has that fucking rune in his head still.
Does he? I thought they all disappeared when we lit the candle.
Did they disappear?
They did.
Okay. Never mind.
But I'm wondering if since he killed the person that was given the marks, if he technically took its rank.
Okay. So maybe we can't just walk by.
So we just keep going?
Just keep going, yeah. Just kind of... Kylus is keeping an eye out, because he's weirded out and confused by what's going on. But he's gonna make sure he's still right next to Asha.
And
I'm kind of moving in 30-foot spurts, so...
as you continue to move, none of them make any sort of hostile action towards you.
Oh, shit.
Really?
I'm okay with this. I'm okay
I am
with this.
too.
Keep going. Keep going.
I'm more head towards these stairs.
Okay.
Because they're at the back of the room, and I feel like they're the tallest stairs around, so they have a good vantage.
Okay. Max, what are you doing?
I was gonna say, once everybody's... I mean, since they apparently respect me, I'm just gonna wait until everybody else is across the room and is in a safe position. Then I'll catch up with them later.
Okay. Go ahead and move yourself when you're ready to catch up.
I'm going up the stairs.
Okay. And...
Or I'll move Kylus.
Oh, sorry. Of course, Ram just has wings and just flies over there.
I'm just perched on that. Well, he's just perched on that big boiler-looking thingy right now.
And okay, so here, Max, as you walk by that first set of husk and skeleton, as soon as you go by them, they salute you one more time, and they get back into a guard-like position. And you come to the other guards, and they do the exact same thing. They salute you, almost as if you're a ranking officer or something.
And these men.
As you say that, they go to ease.
Is this like a Walking Dead situation? Did you slather yourself up with some of these bitches and you're just like, I'm one of them now? What did you do?
I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a really long time since we played this. I'm just gonna...
This is still watching.
And as you walk away, those two the skeleton and the husk, salute you, go back into their guard position as if they're just standing a vigilant watch.
What?
Very confused by this, but it's okay.
I'm so confused.
All right.
I'm really wondering if he took that guy's rank.
You all come up to this this stairway up to this landing. There is another desk up here, and a strange workbench, right? Very twisted looking devices here. Scalpels. Very large, they're not tweezers, but it looks to be just a large device to be able to hook into a larger amount of flesh to be able to lift it up, like a larger arm or anything. There's a lot of what you could only think of as a tannery. Just more macabre. Wow, the tanneries you are experienced for, or that you have experienced in your time traveling, are usually for animal pelts and everything. This seems to be specialized specifically for flesh of humanoids.
Ugh. Gross.
Macabre, for lack of a better term.
Can Kylus check out this desk over here and see what is, kind of skim through and see what's over here?
Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation roll.
Well,
You find a bunch of notes. Again, they look very scientific, very intricate, but you can't really piece as to what they're sort of hinting at. You do
does it look
see,
similar as far as like pictures of like body parts
you
and
do
stuff?
see, you do see diagrams of like body, like pictures of body parts and like wings and everything. You could with a 12, you could put 2 and 2 together that it has probably to do with that harpy-like creature in the center of the room surrounded by those skeletons. But the intricacies of what this book is telling you, or what these notes are telling you, evade you.
Noticing that there are some similarities to the harpy in the center, he's gonna address the group and go, I don't understand this at all, but I think this has to do with the creature that the others are guarding in the center there. Unless anyone else can make sense of this, I don't understand this science-y stuff.
Let's see if I can make sense of it, since I at least studied somewhat in anatomy. I'll take a look.
Go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Can I guidance myself?
Well, of course.
It feels so cheap to say it, okay?
Hey, you have it. Abuse it.
I know. I
Do it!
So. Okay, it's not terrible. Where's my medicine? Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Looking through this harpy-like creature has been given some sort of classification name of a queen's assassin. A lot of TLC has been given into the creation of this creature, seemingly taking the body, or taking a main portion of the body of a harpy queen and mixing it with the magical essence and a bit of biology from what are only described as Fey donators.
Probably just kind of relay this as I'm figuring it out to whoever's listening nearby. Just repeat exactly what I'm figuring out. And look a little sick.
You do see at the final part of the journal, the notes, it does say scheduled delivery. The date 2 days from now.
Delivery?
The Emerald Seat.
Remind me, is the Emerald Seat the capital? The palace capital?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
This is...
That's weird.
I'm unfortunately
very
not with you right now, so I cannot react on this.
Yeah.
And as you're up here, a glow begins to emanate from the teleportation circle in the center of the room.
Uh-oh, incoming.
As intricate, archaic, glowing runes begin to connect across the gap, completing the teleportation circle. Is a very bright flash of light.
How tall is this wall that we're behind up here?
That is probably a good 15 feet.
Oh shit. Okay, so we're perfectly hidden behind it.
Give me 1 second because I have to dig for this token.
Oh god, no. Oh no.
Like I have to go back and go back.
Oh god,
back.
it's something previously used.
It is something that I have previously used. Funny enough, it is something that you have previously used.
Oh my god, it's a
The floating butthole.
Yes.
A new butthole.
I knew it.
A new old butthole.
A new old butthole. Speaking of buttholes, sit down, Evie. I just saw like the hindquarters move around.
She said you guys summoned a butthole. Here you go.
She's like, butthole, you say?
That's unladylike, Evie.
Yes, because that's my cat, ladylike.
We were actually in our chat, our side chat. We were doing a TLDR for Zoro and Tilt, and we only referred to the thing in the sand as a butthole. Like, we all know what it really is. It's the knockoff version of the Star Wars one, but
called a Smarlack.
Sorry.
Whatever.
Smarlack for no Smarlack is copyright.
Legally distinct.
Legally
Smarlack.
distinct Sarlacc, which is a Smarlack. But none of us will refer to it as that. It is a butthole.
Butthole.
How far back do
With
I
teeth.
need to go?
Oh
No. You can search for token names.
Some Destiny Destiny Forge 1.
You can also bother our local artist to send you the art again.
No, but I don't want to ruin the surprise.
That's fair. That's fair.
Search for token name.
Oh no.
Yeah, search.
Do I not have the token for her?
Oh,
Oh, we know it's a her.
Oh no.
That doesn't
Could be
narrow it
anyone.
down, let's be real.
I know that literally reveals nothing.
We barely have male characters.
Wait, is it Molly? Oh fuck, is it Molly?
That's what I'm worried about.
Oh,
Oh my god.
No, if it's Molly, I have a lot of really bad juju questions.
Found it.
Oh no.
Our anxiety might calm down here in a
So-
minute. Hopefully.
Oh,
Appearing
Never
from the circle first.
we went too far out of the
Is-
box.
The hag.
Okay, yeah, that's a hag.
This
Appearing.
I'm scared of what's coming next.
Oh,
Is
here we
it
go.
the hag? The
As
one we've been
she-
chasing?
that is
Yeah.
the hag, the one that you have been chasing.
Yeah.
And as
Okay,
she
just
stands there
Forgot
for a
that tan
moment,
skin.
she reaches
tan leathery
into her
skin.
bag and pulls out this strange rainbow-like gem. And with like strength you wouldn't think a hag has, she crushes it with ease and scatters it across the floor of this teleportation circle. As the circle begins to glow in this rapidly changing rainbow-like pattern as a being forms next to her.
Uh-oh.
Very regal, long, flowing purple dress. Long, silvery hair and a multitude of braids. Sort of just standing there in a very princess-like fashion.
No. No! Tartar?
Fuck you! Stole my wife, you
Tartar?
bitch!
Tartar!
Fuck, I don't know.
No idea who that
This is Skeleton's character from Destiny Forge 2!
is.
As
No!
the two of them stand there,
Does she live long enough to see herself become
and
the
she
villain?
sort
I
of
forgot the embroidery was diamonds.
just
Yeah.
like very regally stands there looking around, not really scared, not really offended or anything like that. As you could see a pair of like almost translucent, like fairy like wings emanating from her back. As she appears, the hag drops to a knee in a bow.
I mean, that makes sense, given who she married. Doesn't mean much. You gotta remember who she married, okay?
How did you get to this side, though? You were trapped in the Fey Realm.
I know.
Oh god.
Well, Well, now we know where the teleportation circle goes.
And as she in Tartar fashion kind of just like quickly picks her up, feels sort of embarrassed at the kneeling, as the two of them begin to exit the teleportation circle and head down the doorway.
Bitch, the second you said purple dress, then silver hair. I was like, no, it's not her.
Can't make me
I
fight
couldn't,
my
I didn't even register because no.
No, the
You
second
can't-
purple dress and silver hair, I was like, it has to be Tartar. Oh my god.
I don't want to fight my love. Oh,
She's not
my-
your love.
my
Here
heart
now.
hurts.
I don't want to fight one of my previous characters.
As
Also, I'm a little scared because she's a fucking cleric as well. So good luck, everyone.
they get to hear,
I can take her.
No, you can't.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Also, Faye, suck Tartar into it.
so all of you stand at the top, or scattered about on this landing, right below
Fuck.
this meeting, either out of sight or not really worthy of being considered at the moment, as none of them make any sort of notion that they notice you.
I just want to put it out there. She's a fucking Twilight cleric. Like one of the most bullshit cleric domains.
As-
Level 12.
Yeah, she's bullshit
This
cleric.
ain't
as
good.
she says,
Not good.
she says something to a hushed tone in the hag, and as she steps forward, and like a burst of just like archfey energy, she grows.
What?
Begins to walk down, and as she gets to hear, she waves a hand, just a disgusted look on her face, as she just destroys the undead around this creature.
Oh.
Yeah, level 20 bullshit here.
Like, they don't even, like, these creatures are so low on the totem pole, they don't even get a save, as they are just scattered.
Right, you're a celestial warlock too, son of a
That's
bitch.
Yeah.
that's my boo.
Oh no.
Yeah, she's cleric and warlock. So good fucking luck, everyone.
Yeah. This is not good. This is not good.
Also,
don't for-
like a
also
very
don't
big
forget
healer
a Disney princess.
and a Disney
She
princess.
is a Disney princess.
She is a motherfucking Disney princess. I don't want to fight my own character. I'm still in like shock right now. Oh, I can't even process.
She walks over. She just brings out a hand and just like cups it underneath the chin of this creature. And as she does, it flutters to life. And as it flutters to life, very, very pleasant, a very pleased smile crosses her. She turns and she nods to the hag. As all
Are they
of
not
this is
speaking?
going on, they are speaking, but you're a bit of a ways away to hear them. This is a rather large room that you are in. As all of this is going on, if any of you wish to get closer, you may.
They passed without a trace up still. It's just... We could potentially try to sneak over to this area over here to the left. Get us some cover.
Yeah, I'm down for that, but I'm not moving until Asha does, because she's got that pass without a trace active.
Does anyone...
Billy Tam's brain has stopped working.
Kyla's gonna be like, anyone recognize who that person is?
I do
Not a
her.
clue.
She's taken.
That's Rom. That's not me. That's
Rom is just like wood.
Taken does not mean unavailable. Just saying.
Well, right
Yeah, just
now,
ask Gaius that.
This is completely in character. This is not.
This is right now. Just because of who she's working with, she could be a very dangerous, villainous person. So let's. Asha, can we attempt to get closer so we can listen and figure out what's going on?
Certainly, if you guys like to, but there's not a lot of. We want to try and get to the other platform. There's quite a bit of rubble over there. We should be able to hide amongst it. Like over here, guys.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking over here in this area.
Alright, so Asha will move with the group. And zoom out so I can see everything. Like this-ish area.
Okay, like behind the giant mason jars.
Well, I think the wall was 15 feet high.
The wall is 15 feet high, yes.
Yeah, so it would cover us completely at least.
We just have this open space we have to traverse right through here. By the way, how long has it been since we opened the doors downstairs?
What's that?
Has it been an hour since we opened the doors downstairs? Okay.
You only spent about 10 minutes searching everything. So this is probably about 20, 30 minutes into your endeavors in here that this happens.
Okay.
The Pass Without a Trace is still picking it.
Okay. So yeah, we have like 30 feet to cover silently. I'm not kicking rubble on our way up.
Max, Realm, you guys moving? You are technically out of the Pass Without Trace sphere at this moment.
Unless you stuck with us.
Well, unless you stuck with us, yeah.
About that, but yeah, I would have.
All right.
Sneaking up to the right.
Okay.
You're sneaking off to the other side? Okay.
Those of you who went with Asha, if I can get stealth checks with Pass Without a Trace.
And disadvantage for the us that go clinkety clankety.
Hey!
I'm in that group, okay?
I know. Oh, I rolled really good though. Well, with the plus 10 at least.
I had one that was really good and one that was kind of crap, but it's okay.
Okay.
16.
With Pass Without a Trace?
16.
Rolled a 6.
Jeebus, sir.
Toki, what'd you get?
So 15 plus 4, 19 plus 10, 29.
Sylvia.
18.
Asha.
Dirty 20?
Kylis.
23.
Okay. So all of you get over there. Duck behind the large mixing vat. As you do, this very regal, very almost enchanting voice comes out from this woman.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got 26. I just added the plus 10 and didn't even add my stealth to it. 26, sorry. Don't know if that makes or breaks it, but I'm gonna help.
Matilda, this is wonderful craftsmanship. I am quite sorry that I had to call upon your aid in such a short time. I wasn't really expecting to be in this realm any time soon, but with this one I may stand a chance of avoiding any assassins. I don't think Molly herself would, attempt to kill me or have me put down. We are technically, in a way, family. But there are those in Augur who would see my presence as an offense. So this one here will do... And she stops for a moment. And like those of you behind the vats catch her glance as just a little boy's smile appears on her lips. And she shakes her head. That will be all for now, Matilda. You may return to your own. Give my regards to your coven. And the hag, without a word, bows, walks away, activates the teleportation circle, and dips. And as soon as she's gone, this large archfey woman begins to giggle. You can all come out. This is insulting for all of us.
Looks at Asha and Max, who probably whiffed it.
Yeah.
No, she got a 51.
Yeah, that sounds right for Asha. She could see.
Of course it did.
She can also, she can see up to 300 feet in the dark without any help, okay? The woman can see for days. Asha will comply. She'll come out.
I have a question. This is out of character because I forgot. Was she the queen of the night court or the light court?
She is not a queen.
Well,
queen,
married to.
The queen, Rose, is the queen of the winter court.
Winter court. Okay.
No, she's the queen of the. She is the
summer
queen,
court.
Yeah, the summer court.
Summer court.
Yeah.
Tarashar would technically be the queen's consort.
Mm-hmm. I'm the consort. I was the consort. What the fuck is happening here?
And as you all begin to step out, she walks forward. And as she does, she sort of exhales and shrinks back down.
And who might you be?
Looks at you and... Paladin. Oh, not of his. Okay, well, we're on good terms then.
Who? Specifically?
Oh, you know, the snake bastard. Soul. The one who sealed away all the Fey, sealed away the gates to the Fey Realm, made it law that our people could not traverse this land anymore.
Were you behind the absorption of the temple then?
She shakes her head. No, that unfortunately was a brash action
By whomst?
the queen of the summer court.
That does not bode well in terms of maybe, perhaps, breaking those walls down peacefully then.
That is why I am.
Yours.
That is why I am here. Well, that is one reason. That is one reason why I am here. Yes, the temple and their people have been returned, and I, along with it, as a... Well, the Sun Boys think I'm a prisoner. I think of myself more as an ambassador.
So Persephone got it.
I am currently... She sits there for a moment and her eyes flash. Yes, I am currently still in my chambers in the Emerald Seat. A guest of a dear friend and family member.
You're in Augur right now.
In a sense, yes. My essence is in Augur. I am here.
Is that why whatever was done to that poor harpy was done to her? For you?
I needed a protector. This one, if what I have been told is true, was dying. and was given a second chance.
Was she given an option at all?
I would assume so. I made specific instructions that they were not to be forced under my servitude, that it would be their will, their choice.
So you've come for peace talks then? Is that it, or negotiations?
I've come to end this bullheaded stupidity on both sides. While I do love my Rose, at times she is a bit bullheaded and makes very rash and explosive decisions. It's upsetting.
That's the Queen's name.
It's upsetting other members of the court on both sides. In a means to keep the peace, I allowed myself to be captured. I am technically a princess of this realm. I technically, by word of law, have the right to traverse here. But I needed this scene to make it look as if the Sun Paladins got a win in order to appease their god, in order to keep up appearances that they were able to push back the evil Fey and reclaim their temple. Whatever makes them sleep well at night.
So, people of the temple, they were unharmed?
I made sure of it. Those who were, I healed myself.
So what I'm hearing is you are not here as, say, a conqueror or anything of that nature?
You can't conquer
Okay.
something that is already your home. I
Yeah.
am here to discuss a means to amicably open up the gates again, to allow the Fey people free passage into this realm, and to allow your people passage into ours.
I thought the realms were sealed off, though, so how did you find a way to get here?
They took me prisoner.
Who, though, specifically?
The Paladins.
My people.
No,
So you
not
allowed yourself to be captured when the temple was returned.
She points over to Asha. She's like, well, technically your people in a means of, holy boys with swords, but not of your deity.
Sure, they were real proud of themselves.
Oh, they were patting themselves on the back.
That sounds like paladin bullshit. No offense.
Well, we did ask
I
them
was gonna
to
say it.
try and investigate, and so they technically did their job and task at hand, so,
Well,
that's...
They simply believe they brought an archfey here by force. That's what I
Oh.
meant.
Wow.
Yes, those who led me here in binds are apparently up for a promotion.
Tokumi whispers into Asha's ear, I don't understand what's going on.
Asha's like, I don't either.
Politics.
By the way,
Like, Tokumi's intelligence is 12. All of his conversation is way overhead. He's-
Ron never,
You act like
Ron-
my intelligence is above a 12.
Yeah, I see that. Like, I noticed that Realm is missing, and so is Sylvia. What are you two up to? Oh no, I see where Realm is at.
The entire time, Ron has simply been flying from shelving unit to chest to desk to whatever, and I've been basically just yoinking anything that remotely looks like it could be of value.
He's looting.
He's
Fucking
looting.
bards.
I can't do a hologram. I guess I'll just loot.
Go
But,
ahead. Go
that's
ahead.
A pretty potion, that's a pretty pile of gold. That's a pretty bag. That's a pretty
Give
whatever.
me an investigation roll.
Let's go. Alright. Give me that extra, exceptional wit, and let's do this. Alright, this actually is an amazing roll. And we're adding our actual investigation thing, which let me check and see where that's at. But I mean, this is investigation, so that is 28.
Fuck. Okay, yeah, you are like, while they're having this conversation with this archfey woman, you are just humming the tune to yourself and just grabbing anything that looks remotely important or shiny and then just shoving it into your bag.
Basically.
He's become a magpie.
So what is the end goal with this creature then? What are you trying to achieve overall by bringing this to the city?
1 second, I want to know what Sylvia is.
Oh, right, sorry.
Well, my intent is to get back to that teleportation circle and probably touch things I shouldn't. But
Yeah.
I don't want to take my eyes off of this woman, whoever she says she is. As far as Sylvia is concerned, she's somebody that's colluding with a hag that is taking people against their will. So she's the enemy and she's dangerous.
Haven't you lost enough characters to random teleportations?
Never.
No. There's no limit on characters for that.
So,
look,
Sylvia she's kind of just staying where she is, clearly wanting to go back to the circle, but her eyes are fixed on this woman, and she is still very much clutching for Ventrix's device.
Yeah, I was gonna say, look, Fox's character wasn't able to touch the magic nuke on Saturday, so
I was gonna try and attune my blessing stone to that magic nuke.
Jesus. All right. So what did you ask, Zoro?
He was asking her what was the end goal and the purpose that she had in store for this harpy, for the city and everything.
This individual here is my bodyguard. Nothing more, nothing less. She won't attack, she won't kill, she won't destroy, unless my life is put in danger.
So what happens if you go back to the city with this when you're, in a sense, already there and you just suddenly have this creature by your side? How is that going to look in the royal court?
Well, Molly does know that I have a bit of magic with me, so, and well, it does, and the harpy does look pretty cool, so she'll probably be fine with it.
Wait, so you're family with the Empress?
Well, in a sense, she is. What would she be?
Empress Molly.
She would be kind of like a kid sister to me. Maybe even a niece.
What happens after the talks are concluded? What happens to the harpy then?
She would go with me. She is my bodyguard.
What if she chooses to no longer be your bodyguard?
Well, we could have the discussion when it happens, but if she decides that she no longer wishes to be my bodyguard, who am I to tell her no?
Can I take a look at this harpy and see if she was pieced together?
Sure. Go ahead and give me
blueprints up there. She was pieced together.
give me a medicine check.
I'm seeing if maybe.
What were you gonna say, Stiffy?
A harpy, have her look like Rocky's arm or something. I don't know.
Does this pose a threat to the general populace? Like, is this something that I'm going to have to kill later on if it decides it doesn't want to be in your employ?
Have you ever had a problem with harpies attacking Augur before?
Not Augur, but I get around.
I can't speak for what she may do in the future. But as of right now, she is of no harm to you unless you wish to be a harm to me.
Is she like a normal harpy, or does she have like, I don't know, Fey bullshit going on?
Oh, 100% Fey bullshit. If the notes are to be believed.
Fey,
Yeah, I want to hear her say it.
Fey bullshit.
Oh,
You sound like my old adventurer. I mean, I am to understand the process that went through in saving this one's life. She was imbued with a bit of Fey life force. What'd you get on that medicine check, Zoro?
Oh, medicine check. I'm sorry, I rolled for the wrong one. It's a 0, so 13.
13. You could see like some like faint marks of like stitching, like on one of her arms and whatnot. Like it's like a little bit discolored.
Does it look like a similar color to Rocky's?
No,
Okay.
the feathers on her arm are a very bright crimson.
Okay.
Asha's mentally written off any threat here. The harpy's there for her own else. She doesn't really care anymore. Given what you just did to get this harpy, we have issues with the hag that you were traveling with. That's not going to be a problem for you if we finish working those out.
She's killing people in the desert, and we gotta stop it.
Yeah, that sounds about
I've
right.
killed her once. It's really just kind of a pain in the ass to keep killing her, though.
We need to deal with her.
Yeah, her actions do sound about right and on par for her.
So, we're not gonna, like, get on your bad side if, I kill her again.
Look, in my past, I killed plenty of hags myself. It's just the nature of things.
How many hags did we kill?
A lot.
So many hags.
Oh,
so many hags.
So many fucking hags.
I don't know, Ash, how many tomes do you have?
Yeah, I have to bring up her sheet, and I'll tell you, I kept a record of how many tomes she collected.
Like 17, I feel like.
I didn't get the red hag's tome, though.
You said-
One of the few hags I didn't get.
You said you've killed her before.
He kind of
Oh, yeah, we killed her upstairs.
Up in the
became
sand.
reborn out of some dead flesh. Really grotesque.
That sounds about right for her as well.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You're
Alright.
not going to be able to get rid of her so easily. As long as
how
she
many times
has...
do I kill this old woman?
As long as she has her special tool and an ample amount of flesh nearby, she can just come back.
So she is
saying we
lich.
need to burn all the flesh.
Oh no, she is no lich.
I definitely do not want to know what you mean by special tool or where she keeps it on her body. However,
I don't feel like it's on her body. I feel like it's in her room.
yeah, but
It's under the bed.
Christ, all.
It's in the underwear drawer.
Well,
Yep.
regardless. So it seems like you don't mean us any harm. We don't mean you any harm.
No, you're
Everything kind of seems even.
you all
at the
just
moment.
look like, a goofy band of adventurers. Again, I was like that when I was younger.
Oh.
Show of hands though, how many of you are royalty?
My
Not
great
Not aware of any.
dad.
Is this the first campaign where we're not all royal bitches? Yes!
My great
I went with
my
secret royalty in campaign 2.
granddad is a demigod. Does
My
that
parents are
count?
lumberjacks.
Look, I've already gone to hell and back.
I
don't
was
know
an
what
orphan. Mm.
I don't know if demigods count as royalty.
Skywalker.
we were comfortable.
Very ragtag. Wait.
I do have a question though.
Mm-hmm.
The hag went to go find you just a moment ago, correct? To bring you here?
Not find me, but to help guide me.
What of her companion that was with her? Was he with you as well, or it was just her?
I didn't even know she was in a relationship.
Companion, in the sense... Actually, I don't have that information. But companion in the sense that she was with someone when she originally left here just moments ago.
No, I have only ever been in contact with her since I came to this plane.
Damn.
I wonder where he went off to, though.
Yeah, that's actually both relieving and unsettling.
Like, well, I must be going. The enchantment on that teleportation circle is only going to be up for so long, and I really don't want to hoof it back to the Emerald Seat. So, if you'll excuse me, it was a pleasure meeting all of you. I hope whatever goal you have out here is met, and your adventure goes well.
Can I have your name?
So she smiles. She's like, "You can call me Tartar."
Like the sauce?
Ro, did you remember her full name?
As she's like, as she laughs and she nods. She's like the sauce.
Isn't it tartar? Have I been misspelling it or saying
And
it?
she like walks up this way towards Sylvia.
Sylvia's just staring daggers at her the whole time.
And she kind of smiles and just like gives you a very curt nod as she walks by.
You said that's gonna last for how much longer?
She shrugs. As she gets up to, she like begins to walk up to the
I don't think it's a smart idea for us to just appear in the Emerald City.
As she gets up there to the teleportation circle, she just says, "Emerald Suite, Emerald Seat, please." And as she says that, the teleportation circle flashes, and then she's gone,
With the harpy.
along with the harpy.
While it's fresh in my mind, I am going to note down on some loose leaf the symbols that appeared in the air in the missing part of the circle.
All right, go ahead and give me an Arcana check. Call it DC 12.
Dirty 20.
Okay. You're able to memorize them and jot them down.
I think
Boris's house, Valanche?
As you say that, teleportation circle lights up and Max vanishes.
Oh, what?
We were burning bodies and getting rocky.
I'm going after the hag.
Rocky, why would you do that?
We just lost our fighter, guys.
As Max, you just
Oh, that chopped liver.
Max, as you just appear
You're
Like-
not the fighter, though.
inside Boris's kitchen.
You're a paladin. Get over it.
Okay, I fight with a fucking sword. Okay.
Paladin.
Melee.
Wow.
Divine
I
smite.
don't
Wow.
I don't know
Fucking Max
about
just
you
bailed on us.
guys and what in the hell's just happened there, but I don't feel comfortable leaving it until we find Rocky and burning those bodies.
No, the bodies
So
definitely need to burn.
If you want to go, I will not judge you. I'm judging him right now, but I will not judge
you and
the
me
rest of
both.
you.
He's going to get an earful when we get back home.
I mean,
He's going to get the mom talk about running away in the parking lot, okay?
Tokumi just says out loud, was he just curious or did he really mean to abandon us?
I think, you know what? I don't. This is out of character. This is out of character if I say that. No.
I got a real estate empire. Fuck these guys. I'm out.
Don't know, but we will definitely be finding out when we get back.
I'm not gonna
But
lie.
one day
he's
I don't
really
have my
too
sending
eager.
spell prepared. You're
I hope
lucky.
I hope he didn't bend us.
Oh, bitch, you in trouble.
The plan was calculated, but boy, am I bad at math.
I didn't think that was going to work.
You still did it.
All right.
Oh, but yeah.
Shall we
This was
go?
funny.
Should we go set some shit on fire?
Let's find Rocky too.
Well, we have to find Rocky first before we just start randomly setting things on fire.
I mean, we can
Right.
burn those first room of bodies on our way through, and then go find Rocky. There's
Rosen,
stone doors; they'll block the fire.
when we were on this place over here, was this a door right here we were in front of?
Wait, where?
Right down here? at
No,
the very
that's a
bottom?
workbench.
that is the workbench.
Oh,
The,
okay.
the
so we can
only
see-
the only door that is actually here is up here where you first entered.
Gotcha. Okay. Again, not now that we know it works for now. Not going to judge you if you want to leave, but I don't feel comfortable leaving without finding Rocky and burning the bodies. So
I wouldn't say we know it works. We don't know where it took him. I
That's
hope he
true.
lands on
Probably
something sharp,
exploded.
though.
it probably exploded.
He probably so.
But if
So
you want to roll
we,
those dice, I'm not going to judge you as much as I judge him.
Right. Let's try to backtrack then and see if we can find another place where we can find Rocky.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you have a way to communicate with him?
Not today. I did not. I was prepared for a fight today,
That's fair.
mostly.
Right.
Fox, you look like you have something to say.
Yeah, not that I want to split the group even more. Apparently,
Oh god.
I think
Oh god.
I need to
Foxy,
stay
are
here
you-
for a bit.
Why is that?
What's wrong?
Why?
We can wait with you.
It may take me a while. I want to learn everything I can about this teleportation circle.
How come? Just
We
curious as
don't
to why.
know when the hag is gonna return.
I know it's dangerous to stay, but I don't want to let this opportunity slip me by.
And if we set the bodies aflame upstairs, she more than likely will know and come back.
It also traps
Probably,
you in
yeah.
here. Because that's the only way out.
I understand it's a risk.
I'm a lot more comfortable staying with you rather than leaving you here.
Yeah, I'm not leaving you behind. I'd rather.
I
Stay
have no
for
intention of being
together.
left behind.
No, I mean
But-
you staying here and studying these while we go off. I'm not comfortable with that either. I'd rather stay with you until you are finished and then go.
It
It's
could
what
take
How
me
long it's
a
how long
long
it's gonna
time,
take?
though.
I mean, we don't know in what state Rocky is in. It sounded like he was in, some sort of desperate need of assistance.
If sacrilege for me saying this. If you want, we can have at least someone stay behind with you, and the rest of us will try and find Rocky and meet back here.
Normally at this point I'd say, well, Max can stay with me, but
He may or may not have abandoned us.
He totally abandoned us.
I don't know.
Oh,
I
he
was
is.
watching
he's-
him as he stepped on. I swear I saw a very surprised look on his face for a split second before he vanished.
I think he smiled though when when it happened.
It did. He is very lucky I didn't take my communication spells today. Very lucky. But don't worry, tomorrow he'll get an earful.
This just doesn't seem like it's a very smart thing to do.
You know what? I'm just curious. Not trying to guide the story or anything, but what happens when he pops up on the other end? Max is just by himself.
Muted.
He pops up in Boris's kitchen.
Fucking asshole.
Asshole.
Asha
We're
Search
just
said, I hope he
poking
lands
you,
on something
it's
sharp. Well,
We're just poking you. We think it's funny.
it is hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
Oh,
In
no.
character fucking
Well,
asshole.
yeah,
But
no,
out
I
of character,
expect-
this
I
is
expect,
hilarious.
like,
Trust
the
me,
characters be
we've
pissed, but no, it's
done
hilarious.
scandalous shit, every one of us. So
Yeah.
That was funny.
This
That
is
was
tame.
Oh.
Where's Rom, by the way? I haven't seen him in a hot minute.
Oh, he's around here somewhere looting the place, I think.
Wait, what? Rom?
Yes.
Oh, where did that come from? It's like,
Way over there in the corner, so it's just as
what
quiet
are
as
you
it sounds.
doing?
I've been looting this entire time. Rosian is aware of it.
No,
I know.
it's the
No, we
same
know.
character.
Oh,
It's the same
Oh, when
character.
you say that, okay.
Because we didn't know where you were. We were like, where's Rom?
Oh yeah, you just see him in the back with the bag like full to burst of whatever the hell he was able to get his hands on.
he's pulling the bender.
Oh yeah.
He's pulling
That's
a
fine.
Danny.
This is
I
ours,
love-
and this
Yeah.
is mine.
I love looting. I love
I
stealing.
love looting.
Okay. I think... Sylvia, how comfortable are you if he stays behind, since he seems to be... busy?
That's fine.
Are you sure?
Are the three of us?
Be alone with him.
I mean, we're not going to be able to
I mean,
fight.
Sylvia
back.
can hold her own.
It's going to be we find.
That's not what I'm worried about.
Don't worry about Sylvia against him. Got it.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we worked together briefly when we first came in here to determine what this is, so I'm fine with him staying if that makes everyone else more comfortable.
I'm
And then
just
we're
making
just
sure, because we've
doing
only
a
known
rescue.
him for 3 days.
True, but I mean, he hasn't tried to kill us yet, I don't think, so...
Sorry to burst your bubble. I will cause no trouble. He says that to Kalis.
It's Sylvia I trust, but if you're comfortable, Sylvia, the rest of us could, if everyone's okay with it, try to find Rocky. Maybe other survivors.
Then what?
Get back here, gather everyone else, burn whatever flesh we can find.
We don't know if teleportation circle is still active or even how to use it.
We know how to get back
We just
out.
saw how to use it.
I mean, well, how do we turn it on once it turns off?
You can see that there's still currently power in this teleportation circle. From the looks of it, it probably has enough for one more jump.
Alright. Well, I might be able to have a way to... Okay. So, because I wasn't here, did we go inside the butthole to get
Yes.
down
Yes.
here?
Yes.
Yes, we
Okay.
did.
We dived down a rope.
If all else fails, we still technically have a way out, if need be, if this is not an option.
You're gonna need
We have options, so.
You're gonna need a little boost up to the rope because it's like hanging right where the top of the corpse pile was before it turned into that ball.
About that,
There's nothing anchoring the rope anymore.
the rope probably isn't there anymore, because what was anchoring it was my sword.
Oh, you're
That's
right.
That's what Haruna gave you back. She gave you back your sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a way to get at least maybe one of us up. If not, I have a way to at least anchor some rope to the top.
I mean,
You
that,
remember,
It's
I
fine,
do know how to
Max.
fly.
This
or
was totally
Rome.
planned, and Max is coming back
That's why-
to help with
it
more
more
stuff
rope.
for fire and rope.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
If Realm doesn't do it, I can do it. We have ways to at least get the rope back up. So we have options.
When you say that, he just drops like an expensive looking whatever it clangs on the floor. He's like, "Huh, what?"
Nothing. Nothing.
Either way, Sylvia, if you're comfortable staying with him, we don't mind leaving Rom with you since busy anyway. I'm uncomfortable, but I also know I trust you enough to hold your own and to know when to run.
Yeah, and if I really needed to use it, I do still have Revengeance's whatever this is.
Just promise me you won't let Yoko come back out of here
I promise.
alive.
That isn't always within my control, but I promise to do everything I can to stay alive.
Thank you.
Hylas will give you a small hug and slip something into your hand and whisper, I honestly don't know if this will work on him, but if you feel uncomfortable or he's attacking you, try to spritz some holy water in his face. I don't know if it will work, but we'll know if it happens.
We'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
I got a kit for it, so here's some holy water.
All right. So as the group prepares to separate or to split even further after that accidental teleportation, this is where we are going to end for today.
Oh my god, it is getting that late. No!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, the DM needs 2 minutes to organize a loot table for all the crap Rom's been pulling off the walls.
Oh no, when we just pull, we'll deal with it later, and we never look at it again.
It's just like candlesticks and like glass jars of eyeballs. It's pickled feet. It's like, it's just a random ass shit.
And we're defining valuable as what.
Give me my rations, I'll do it.
All right. That, as I said, that is going to do it for us here tonight, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your first time here, this is not the only show that we do, as I close out the multitude of character sheets. Coming up tomorrow, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but is there another?
Yep.
Okay, so coming up tomorrow, there is an episode of Star Wars Tales of the Outer Rim, which is a Star Wars game that is run by Tilt. Coming up on Thursday is going to be another episode of Tricorn Isles, which is another 5th edition game that I run. Coming up on Saturday is going to be another episode of The Downfall of Propriety, which is our Bridgerton-inspired mini-adventure that is being run by Malls. Alternating Thursdays, we have Mass Effect Horizons, which is a Mass Effect game that is run by Zorro. And on alternating Saturdays, we have Withered Waste starting at noon, which is another 5th edition game that I run. And Vigilant 6 later on in the evening, starting at 8 p.m. Pacific time, which is a pretty much now at this point, just 100% homebrew style superhero game. But for now, that is going to do it for us here tonight. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning on in, and we will see you tomorrow for Star Wars.
It was so much fun being back.